What is up, everybody? My name is LG, and welcome to my Samurai Jack Episode 3 XCIV review. Let me just say, this episode was really good. I liked it a lot, just like all the other episodes so far. I will say, just getting right into it, we're just getting right into the review. I will say, not better than Episode 2. Episode 2 is definitely better than this one. I liked Episode 2 more for many reasons, but we'll go over that as I go along through the episode. So let's just talk about the episode overall right now, and let's talk about what I liked about the episode, okay? Let's talk about the pros for the first part, and then we'll go on to the cons. So, beginning of the episode, left off right where Jack left off. He's freaking in the freaking waterfall, going through it, the cinematography as he's going through it, and the sound and everything is perfect. Then he gets on the log, and then that weird frog talks. That kind of that threw me off a little bit, because I understand that it's supposed to be like a hallucination of some sort, and it's just like the stress taking him over, and he's just imagining things at this point. I understand that, but at the time, there was nothing signifying that was gonna come up, so I was just like, talking frog, hello. I was like, that's some Alice in Wonderland shit right there. But yeah, no, that kind of threw me off a bit. But I did watch the episode more than once, so all the things that I didn't understand at first, I do kind of understand now. Then there's the whole freaking... So after the frog thing, it shows Jack get up, and then he goes and walks to the cave. That part where he walked to the cave, I loved it so much. I love the music. I love it. I love the colors, the shading of the shadows on him. And he saw he saw the guy on the horse multiple times. He saw it at least 2 times, I believe, during that scene. And he walked away. He walked in the other direction. So it really does support the theory that one of my subscribers had, where the guy on the horse is the one that made Jack lose his sword. That really, I believe that more and more as I see him have those hallucinations. So, that's something. Also, as we progress on, we have Jack going into the cave, and that scene when he went into the cave, not really a scene, I'd say, more of that shot where it showed, with the camera panned over from black, and it showed from the inside of the cave Jack hanging on. It showed all the blood, and it showed the light reflecting, the moonlight reflecting onto Jack's back, and it was so freaking good. I loved it so much. And then we move on to the part where our wolf buddy came, our little wolf buddy, and that was really cool. I liked it a lot, but I will say that whole scene with him was kind of before I talk about Wolf Buddy, let me mention that there was when the wolf came up and Jack was covered in blood, marinated in blood, it looked fucking disgusting, not in a good way, animation wise, because there's no outline of Jack, so we're just seeing a bunch of weird blood. I personally thought that looked stupid as hell. Freaking Jack, and he held up a knife and stuff. I know it was supposed to look badass, but it looked like a kid scribbled on a piece of paper. I appreciate the effort, though. Nonetheless. And then when the wolf came up, I really appreciated it more when the wolf came up, because there was a light reflecting onto the wolf, so you could see his outline while at the same time seeing the blood on the wolf. So it was, it was still lit nonetheless. So then that happened. That was just one shot that I didn't like. And then the wolf and Jack, they were having a little buddy moment. I felt really weird about that scene. I felt really weird because there's one part where the wolf licks Jack's wound, and then Jack playfully pours water on him, and then he gets hella triggered. And I'm just okay, I understand that. And after watching it again, I do kind of understand it was just their relationship. That's how it was. But at the time, at the first time I watched it, I was okay. It just threw me off, because the next second they were cuddling together and being best buddies. So I was okay, whatever. But when the wolf, I really enjoyed that the wolf came in the first place. I did not expect that. I really thought the wolf died originally, but it really shows that he wasn't just used as a metaphor for episode 2. He really is literally, he's basically Wolf Jack, bro. I want Wolf Jack. I'm gonna call him Wolf Jack from now on. I want Wolf Jack to go and kill Wolf Aku and fight Wolf Samurai. I mean, not Wolf Samurai, Wolf Robots. That would be lit. That would be so fucking funny. But besides that point, I would like to continue on with this discussion on the episode. So we're done with the dog. That's really all I had to say about him. That was really cool that he's not just a metaphor and he actually was involved in this episode and he actually met Jack and they had like a silent relationship. I love that. That was really cool. And then we had the flashback. I believe that was when the flashback happened, if I was right. Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, I skipped a part. Before the wolf came, what about that hallucination, bro? You know in episode 2 when Jack was talking to himself and he was talking about killing himself? That hallucination, what the fuck was, like, it was, I'm okay with it, but it was really weird, and I'm really confused on why they had to have him look like that. I understand the hallucination, I understand why it was there, that's perfectly fine, I'm glad it was there, and I do appreciate the way it looked. It really added to the appeal of the art style for me, and it really looked kind of cool. I'm just really confused why the hallucination itself looked like a fucking monster. Why did he look so like horrifying and disgusting? I don't know why. I liked the way he looked, but it confused me, that's all. I'm confused as to why this time he looked like that and he didn't look like that last time. Maybe it's because the things he was saying kind of had a more twisted aspect to it, like I don't know, like last time he was like, oh, there's no honor in this, there's no honor in that, but this time he was like, you're mad because you killed that girl, huh? Maybe it was based on the things he was saying and based on the meaning of them and stuff like that. So maybe that's it, or maybe I just don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But continuing on, that part was cool, but like his appearance, I appreciated it, while at the same time it bothered me. So continuing on, then there was the flashback to when when Jack's father, the Emperor, slayed all those people right in front of Jack. I thought that was really, really good. I didn't really have any problems with that. I like that one a lot. Then there is the other flashback where like it shows his father like washing the blood off of him, and then he says, I wrote it down because it says, the decisions you make are a reflection of who you are. I found that like really deep, and I still don't 100% understand what it means for Jack's situation. I believe immediate reaction, okay, he says the decisions you make are a reflection of who you are. Jack needs to be able to kill these girls if he wants to show that he is determined to get back to the past or kill Aku or something of that matter. He's determined to show that he is striving for his objective and striving for his forgotten people, while the girls of Aku are like the girls of Aku, the sisters or the daughters of Aku, as you put it, they're really like, they're also kind of in that situation. That's why Jack said to them, the decisions you make are a reflection of who you are. He literally repeated his father's words to them, and he's trying to like, you know, that's him saying to the audience, like they're in the exact same situation as he is, you know, in a sense, because like, well, not in the exact same situation, I'd say they're in the exact same like boat, being that like their actions also determine who they are, you know, because if like they, like Ashi, you know, Ashi is the main girl at the very end of the episode that like didn't die or whatever, or like fell off the cliff and then like her mask fell off. When it comes to Ashi, like she determines her own decisions, you know, that's going to weigh on her. The decisions you make are a reflection of who you are. It's like what you do creates the person you become, and I hope that Ashi understands that and understands like the nurturing nature of the world, and doesn't just like focus on herself like all the other sisters did. And I felt that when the girls were chasing Jack, and that's another thing. So let's just move on from the flashback. When the girls were chasing Jack, I felt that was really, really good. My problem with that is like, I guess it really isn't a problem because like it makes sense now I think about it, but my problem with that was like, why did it take the girls so long to start following Jack? Like it showed Jack, and it showed like the whole thing with the wolf, and it showed all that shit, and then they started looking for Jack, and I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know if that like technically took place the same time that Jack's thing did. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't think it did, but I'm saying like, it just, I understand. I feel like the reasoning for that is because, like, you know, the whole temple exploded and all their shit got fucked up with, and their friend died, so like they had to like recover her body and stuff. So I assume that might have taken at least a whole night, maybe, or something like that. And that's why I'm saying right now that, like, it doesn't really bother me now, being that like it does kind of make sense, being like the building fucking exploded when Jack left, so you know they couldn't recover immediately and go after Jack, so it's completely fine. It's completely fine. And then what else happened after that? Let me look at my list real quick. Oh, and then like when they actually meet Jack and he tells them that stuff, I really felt it, bro. I really felt it, and they were just retaliating. They're like, no, I don't want to hear it. Shut up, Jack. And that was really cool. And then they get into the fight scene. Before I talk about the fight scene, I did skip a point. When the sisters came across that deer, the female deer, and then like the male deer came out of nowhere, I thought that was really cool. I like that a lot. It showed that like they were when you think about it, right? Think about this, okay? Hear me out. Like, Jack is uncomfortable with killing humans, or at least he is at first. But at the same time, those people, they act more like robots than the actual robots do in Samurai Jack. Think about it. Remember Scaramouche from episode 1, Scaramouche the Merciless? He had a fucking personality, he had a whole thing going on, but he was still a robot. These people, yes, they may be people, but they act even more like robots, and it just proves Jack's point even more, that like the decisions they make, which they don't really know what to make because they've been mind controlled by the frickin' Aku sisters that worship him, so it's like he can't really do anything about that. It's up to them. They decide their own fate. He said, leave now or you choose your destiny. They chose their destiny, and they chose to take all the fucking L's, my dude. But the continuing on with that Bambi scene, or Bambi, I don't know why I said Bambi, with that freaking deer scene where the male and the female deer came. If you really pay attention closely, well, you don't have to pay attention closely, it's pretty obvious, but Ashi, the main girl that survives at the end, or we assume survives at the end, Ashi, the main girl, she doesn't react negatively to it. She's like, what's that? She's curious because she's the curious one. She's the one that saw the world from the outside when she was training in that weird like Aku layer when she was a kid. She's the one that's probably going to retaliate and is probably going to join up with Jack in some way, shape, or form. She's going to like she's gonna turn good. It's really obvious that she's gonna turn good. At least that's in my opinion. I hope you guys agree, because I feel like it's fucking blatant as shit. And then continuing on, the actual fight. The actual fight itself, my dude, so good. I love the fight. I'll say the only part of the fight that really bothered me was like the snow. There was like a little scene where they were chasing Jack while in the snow, and the background was all white. Things were there were trees and stuff there was stuff around, but it was all just covered in snow, and it was supposed to be used creatively, and it was used creatively, but I will say it looked really weird, and it didn't really fit with the music at the time, being that like it's so bright and the tension just isn't there. At least for me it's not, but it was for a very short while, not a big deal. That scene was really short, and then like the snow disappeared in like a second. What I did like regarding that snow effect that they used, where like the snow would disappear and show it, I really enjoyed when Jack got up to the cliff and the snow passed over and you saw that he was on a cliff. You saw that there were mountaintops in the fucking background. My jaw dropped. If you watch my live reaction, I literally was like, oh shit. I was like, bro, I love that scene. I loved it. All the fighting was cool. When the Aku girls like made that formation, made that weird like six-armed thing, like I at first I was like, did they transform into something? But I don't think they transformed. I think they just like made a posture for some reason. And then we get to the end of the episode where Jack is like basically killing all of them. He fucking, dude, like, So wait, I remember he punched one of them. He punched one of them and their neck snapped and just died. I was, oh my god, I was like, bro, Jack's a savage. And then he killed someone before that. I just don't remember how he did it. How did he kill that person again? Oh, he threw them off. He grabbed them and he just like, bah. that was funny as shit. And then with Ashi, he had like the little fight with the chain. And then she was like, I'll kill you, Samurai Jack, I'll kill you. And when Jack dropped her, yeah, it was literally like the bye Felicia moment. He was like, bye, I don't give a shit anymore. You wanna know why he doesn't give a shit anymore? He's not giving any second chances? Cause like he told them before, you can leave now or choose your fate. He's not fucking around, bro. If you choose your fate, you choose your fate, and Jack's gonna drop your ass. So, I will at least say that Ashi is I'm almost 99% sure that Ashi, which is the girl's name, if you guys didn't know, the last one that had the mask fall off, Ashi is most likely still alive. Most likely. The reason I say she's most likely still alive is because there is no way Ashi is going to be dead with all that character development. She got so much development, and she was like, no, I really doubt that she's dead, and I hope you guys feel the same way. There's a possibility, there's a possibility she died, but pretty sure she's still alive. What else do I have to talk about the episode? That's really it. I kind of went over the whole thing. I said in my notes, I said the cons about the episode. Took them really long to start following Jack, yep. But that's understandable. Hallucination looked weird. It did look weird, and I don't know why. Bloodstained Jack looked weird. It did look weird, and I don't know why. Snow chase scene didn't mix that well with the music. Frog scream, and yeah. So a lot of that stuff is understandable if you watch the episode a second time. It all makes sense, except for like the hallucination and Bloodstained Jack. I think Bloodstained Jack looked fucking disgusting, and the hallucination, there's probably a reason for why it looked like that, and it's probably the reason I just explained a while ago, so I'm not really worried about that. Still, looked funny as shit though. Funny as shit. Snow chase scene didn't mix well with the music. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but that's how I feel. The decisions, and then I wrote from my pros, I wrote the quotes that Jack's father told him. The decisions you make are a reflection of who you are. Ashi's reaction to the deer, that's another pro. Amazing fight with amazing choreography and tension throughout. Yes, that's another pro. And then snow moving to reveal mountaintops. That was really cool. Samurai Jack's bye Felicia moment. I can't believe I wrote that down. Oh my god. She's now basically in Jack's position. Yeah, I wrote that down because I feel that she at this point she's kind of not turning into Jack, but like she's like, she's kind of like going on the good side. She's not in Jack's position, okay? Like, disregard that. But as I was trying to explain before, and I was having a tough time struggling with, Ashi, just like Jack, has to understand that the decisions she makes reflects on who she is, and I feel like she is coming to understand that. That's what I mean by that. And the hallucinations and the flashbacks. The hallucinations and the flashbacks were dope. I love the timing of them. It was perfect. Jack reacted to them in a very cool way. If I had to rank this episode though, I would probably give it a either a solid 9 or an 8.9. Yeah, it's between 8. It's like, if I had to give a true range, I'd say 8.7 and 9. That's my range for how good this episode was. Wasn't as good as episode 2. Definitely better than episode 1. I'll say that. Definitely better than episode 1. Episode 1 is like 8.3 shit. But not bad. Episode 1 wasn't bad, but episode 2 is much better than this one. Well, not much better, but better. Okay. Nonetheless, that's my number review. I'll give it like I'll give it 8.8, okay? I'll stick with 8.8. 8.8 is my definitive number review for Samurai Jack Episode 3, XCIV. And I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you want to tell me your thoughts on Samurai Jack, please tell me in the poll that's gonna be right here. Click that little like freaking eye thing. Click the little eye in the corner, and I'll see there'll be a poll, and it'll ask whether you like Samurai Jack, this episode of Samurai Jack or not. So tell me in that little poll this one right here, then don't forget to tell me how you felt about the episode in general in the comments down below. Don't forget to give me your theories, your full opinions, what you think, and I will definitely respond to them. Don't forget to like the video, and if you like this review, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more of that Samurai Jack goodness. Hope you guys really enjoyed this review. I really cannot wait for next episode, and I cannot wait to watch it with you guys as well. My name is Ali G. Oh, also, before I leave, click right there for my live reaction. Click right there for my live reaction on Samurai Jack episode 3. I really enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys have a great day. I will talk to you all later. My name is Ali G. Deuces. I'm not out the frame. God damn it. I can't even. Okay. Bye. Bye. Watch out.